What's good, everybody? You know it is. It's your boy, Big Tank Hank, coming at you with another live stream. And tonight I got a very, very, very interesting and wonderful guest, Mr. Ricky Rodriguez of PB Aquatics. What's
How you
happening,
doing, everybody?
sir?
How you doing?
Y'all say hello. Y'all say hello. Let me see
Hey,
who
Bob. Hey, Bob. Jency, how you doing?
we got in early. Bob, GNC, what's going on? What's going on?
Aquarium Channel 420. How are you?
Aquarium Channel 420. Thank you for coming. Oh, Vinny's live stream. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Glad to see you. William Pridemore. Thank you, sir. William Pridemore. All right. Y'all, we're gonna get into Mr. Rodriguez's life tonight. We're gonna pry a little bit. We're gonna find out some things about him. You know how I do it. Introduction to the fish fam. Sir, how you doing today?
Very good. Very good.
Very good. Amen. Amen. Hey, tell the people we're gonna start off with a young Robert. You know how you grew up. What's up there, Fred? How you grew up, where you grew up. Small as far as you want to feel comfortable in going in. Into your
Right.
personal life, man. Things you did as a youngster. Did you play sports? Cooper Aquatics. What's happening?
What's
You
up,
know.
Cooper? There, Fred. I I grew up in. I was born in Pahokee. I don't know if anybody here in the chat knows where Pahokee is. It's a little small town in Florida. Real desolate, real poor town. Um, we lived in Cluson, which is another town just right next to it. Moved to West Palm Beach, where I'm at now. That's where I've been since I was like 9 years old. Now I'm 40, 40 something, 42, almost 43. So yeah, I've been here for quite a while. Um, yeah, I've gotten some trouble as a kid and done some things I'm not proud of, but I've moved forward from that, and I was lucky enough to get married at 35, and yeah, here I am now.
Hey man, hey, we all got some things, you know what I'm saying, as human beings, and
What's up,
especially as
Vinny?
males with a little testosterone, we all got some things, man, you know what I'm saying, that we done got into. Vinny, thank you, sir, for coming through. What's going on? Did you play in the sports in school?
I, I played football in high school. I played for I was an offensive guard.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I played football, I think, 1 year in junior high, but I rodeoed. I wanted to be a world champion bull rider.
Really?
But see, I was always a big dude. So I tried out a little. Uh, you know what steer dogging is, where you come off the horse and you throw the steer.
Yeah, yeah. You tie them up and all that.
Well, I did the shoot dogging is just where you wrestle them basically, and you flip them. You don't have to tie them though. But I did with the ground version as a kid. They start out with you stand in front of the chute, and they let the steer out, and you grab his horns and you slide with your heels and you twist him. I started doing that first. That was pretty cool. But I had my heart set, kind of like when you're offensive lineman or a defensive tackle, and you're like, man, I can be a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It, it, was-
yeah,
it was that it was that kind of thing. Oh, I'm a ride bulls. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, well, you kind of big. Try this. Yeah, okay. Don't tell me what I'm going what I'm going to do.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I soon found out that when you're big, it's a little bit harder to ride those bulls, than them little
Yeah.
bitty guys. So
Certain
I
things you
decided,
can't do.
I decided to do something else. That ground comes real fast and a whole lot harder when you weigh more. Yeah, so I had to do something else, man. Ooh, hey, when did you start in the hobby?
I started in the hobby maybe like 5 years ago.
Oh, you pretty new.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I jumped in a boat.
Atkins, what's going on?
I jumped in both feet. I got my first fish tank from a barbershop. I went to go get a haircut, and there was a 30-gallon Red Sea Max tank or whatever it's called, and it was green as you couldn't even see through it. It was so green. So I told the owner, I said, "Hey, let me get that tank. I'll take care of it." Joking around, and he said, "Yeah, go ahead, take it." By the time he turned around, I had it loaded up in the truck, and I was going down the road with fish and everything. I get a phone call. Hey, the owner wants that tank. I said, "No." He said, "I can have it. It's staying here." So yeah, that was my first tank, and I went from there, man.
That's crazy. He
I
said, "Yeah,
started
go
buying
ahead,
tanks
take
left and right after
it." Yeah,
that.
yeah, go ahead, take it. Oh, he don't want it. He really took my take. Yes, it's gone. Thank you, thank
Yep.
you. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
think I had like 3 angelfish in there in a corridor. Didn't know what it
okay.
was. But and I went to clean the tank out and I found all these fish in there. I'm like, oh, cool, I got fish too. It was nice.
Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool. Hey, for real. I need something like that in my life now. That's
Yeah.
all right, man. That is all right, dude. So, your opinion on the direction you'd like to see the hobby go? Like looking at where we are now, what have you ever had any thought of what you think needs to
What needs to happen?
yeah,
Ah, man, I think we need to start breeding a lot more captivity bred fish instead of, depleting everything we got out there.
yeah,
I know I understand the fish have to come from somewhere. We don't make our own fish. They got to come from the wild. But if we could start breeding more in captivity and start selling more captivity bred, and actually, just like dogs have so many rights and cats have all these rights, we need to focus a little more on these fish too. They breed just like dogs do.
yep,
So,
yep.
yeah.
What's happening, Catfish Terry? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, as a aquarium cop, I ain't seen you in a long time. Where you been? As a people, here in
Aquarium
America,
cop.
was it here in the United States of America, we have a tendency to run real hard and fast when the dollar gets good, almost like with our eyes closed.
Yeah,
And if somebody don't pay attention before we get to the end, we'll run smooth through whatever it is, whatever natural resource we're using to get somewhere because it's good to us right now.
yeah,
And yes, if somewhere in the midst of we can pay attention to how we doing and what exactly it is we're doing and find a deviation to keep it going. But yeah, let nature replenish itself because it's gonna do it.
exactly, exactly.
You've been sick. Well, man, you should have reached out so some prayers could go up. But I'm glad you're back in here. God bless you. But yeah, so we can keep it going and not strip, like strip mine as they say,
Yeah,
the natural resources, man. Because when they're gone, we're gone.
yeah. And the
Slowly but
Amazon is
surely,
getting hard. They're taking everything out the Amazon. It's getting depleted quick.
man.
It's a
And
shame.
because we're not over there and that's not ours.
Yeah, pretty much.
How
Exactly
is that?
right.
That's not gonna hurt us. We good.
Yeah, we over here.
Yeah, but everything finds its way back.
Yeah,
Everything finds its way back to your doorstep. So you gotta watch it. You gotta watch what you do and how you do it.
definitely a domino effect.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. We have to always remember that. Hey, what new? You got all those? I know the project we was putting the new rack in the living room. You got everything up and running on it.
Yeah, it's right here. I can show it to you. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn this thing a little bit. It's over here. Got all the fish up in there. It's in my dining room.
Oh, okay, okay.
And my wife was nice enough to donate the dining room to me.
Yeah, like we was talking. Hey, you good? You got a dining room?
I
And
had, yeah.
well, yeah. I'm in the little closet. You know what I'm saying? We making it work, but yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
hey, if,
oh,
if anybody don't know, I'm in a one-bedroom apartment, and I got up and running over 20 tanks. Majority 5 and 10 gallons.
hey, did y'all hear that? See, that's dedication right there. Yeah, that's dedication,
I
man.
do something. I do it all the way, man. I don't have
That's
step
dedication.
anything.
Yeah, that's dedication. You talking about jumping in with both feet? Yeah, that's dedication, man.
I
Hey,
love it. I love
that's
everything about this hobby.
that's cool. Well, you know, my wife, she got me under some control right now, slight control, because I'm trying to overflow. You know, out there, I had a few tanks. I had a few tanks up in the regular part of the house, but I made the mistake myself of like taking them down and then move that tank in here, thinking, oh, well later on I'm gonna put another tank in that spot. No, you snooze,
You lose.
you lose. You should have left it there, sir. You know. Yeah, you snooze, you lose. You should have left it there. So then I
Thanks,
had
Joe.
to roll to the garage. You know.
Oh, I wish I had a garage. That's my goal for 2021. Get me a house with a garage. Oh, I don't think I'd ever come out of there.
Hey, look, I'm
I'd be
trying to
like I'd be like Vinny sleeping in my fish room. The whole
Vinny
house for everybody else.
turn it up in the basement. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. I saw a guy today on a video on Well Done uh, Tanks channel, and his fish room was in his garage, but it was about the size of my closet. But what he did, he got some like industrial styrofoam, and he
Mhm.
made these temporary walls, and he made this little rectangle that his fish in. It's in the garage, but he built like a,
A
you
little
know,
separate room in the garage.
and I'm like, man, I never would have thought of, because I know there was no way I was gonna spend the money and put up walls, and because we still park in the garage. But where my tanks are, I'm like, man, the styrofoam.
That'll work.
I'm gonna have to look into that one. Yeah,
Well,
that was pretty cool.
that guy, Takanori tanks, taking out I can't say his name right.
Tazawa,
Tozawa tanks. Yeah, he had moving blankets, I believe, separating
yeah,
his fish.
the black blankets, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So if you want it, you want it. Yeah, he find a way to do it.
exactly. Yeah, I'm like, man, these guys, hey, YouTube Fish Fam. Watch the videos, watch the videos. I don't care what question, whatever dilemma you did, you at home, man, how can I utilize this better?
Yeah.
Somebody did it for you. Just search, put it in the search engine and
Yep.
run it up. Somebody did it for you, man. Somebody.
Yeah.
Hey,
One of the master breeders that I watched got a 10 by 10 fish room, and he's got over 40 tanks in there.
we
He's got them
today
stacked.
I was, man, like that guy with that William Hills was 8 by, what did he say, 8 by 6? 8 by 6, and he had 12 tanks in it. Mine right here might be 8 by, is it 6? No. No, it could be 8 by 6. And I only have 9. So I'm like, man, you got 12? Yeah, I'm like, you got 12? So what can I got this shelf on the backside over here. I built a stand right here I got some bricks and I got some uh 2 by 8s. And I just left that shelf on the wall. So now I'm like, man, maybe I was moving too hastily. One of those 2 o'clock in the morning rack bills, because that's what that was. Maybe I was moving a little hastily. I should have just been patient, got my screwdriver out, took that shelf off the wall, and put this one against the wall, and that would have gave me a little more room. So I think I see that build coming in the future here sometime soon.
A future video, huh?
Yeah, because I think I done squandered some space in here. I think I need to get that back.
Yeah, I kind of had the same kind of realization moment the other day. That's why I posted up on my YouTube. There's some changes coming. So everybody stay tuned. I got some things in the works and some things to get moved around. And yeah, I don't want to get too much of it away, but yeah.
Already, most definitely. Let me see. So solely focus on what they overlook. Do not
I
block.
will say I'll be getting I'm getting rid of the 155 bow front.
Oh, what you gonna downsize to get more in that area, or what you? Or
Not
that's
really
just something we need to
downsizing.
wait on.
Yeah, I'm not so much downsizing. It's just I'm gonna donate that tank to a vet.
Okay, okay.
He suffers from PTSD, so I figured a fish tank could help him out. He's been wanting one,
Yeah,
so I
now
got that one. Yeah.
fish tank could definitely help him out. My wife has PTSD, and she got this little dog. We done had 11 years now. Little Yorkie. He gets on my last nerve, but he's like attached to her ankles, literally, literally. But I've seen him be a big help though, man. A big help. So yeah.
Yeah. He's been asking me for one for a while. Yeah, I want one of you custom stands. I want you to help me out because I build nice furniture for my tanks, for my show tanks, anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm gonna hook him up.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Gotta get
Hey,
that
what
coming.
what strains? What strains you got in now so everybody will know?
Oh, right now I got some Philippine blue angelfish. I got my all black with I call her a cow spot. She's black and white, spotted angelfish, and some regular silvers over here. They all got eggs right now. I got my koi, the ones that you like, the koi swordtails.
So tell yeah.
I got purple, blue mosaic guppies.
Okay.
I got the Santa Claus guppies, which I just sold a whole bunch of. I got my breeding set left. I got full black guppies. I have Japanese blue endlers. Well, so I got a little bit left of my red dragons guppies. That's pretty much it. I got some geophagus that I just picked up the other day.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I like those
Oh,
geophagus. They're gorgeous.
that's cool. Man, I bought some. I think Weimarineri or Weiner, something like that. I ended up getting rid of them. A buddy of mine, a guy that I had got some 55s from at one point that I no longer have, ergo the big tank part on my name. But I ended up like, no, this room is a little bit too small for me to be trying to do these 55s in here. So,
You can
so
always stack them up.
yes, but
It's a good thing I don't live near you, Tank. I'm gonna be a bad influence.
hey, some of my early videos, that shelf I was telling you about that I need to take down. Well, I had a 55 on that shelf, right? And now the shelf has these little metal brackets coming out of the wall, that's like this.
Right.
You know, I have to laugh at it myself. The tank was up there. I mean, it looks good. There was no bowing, but to look at it, I don't know after a while how long it would have stayed safely up there, So,
In the middle of the night emergencies.
yeah, it was looking good. It was riding well, man. But I had to, I didn't get to 48 years old, man, by not being able to, make some good decisions somewhere. So, I made that first bad one by putting it on the shelf, and then I was like, no, man, you better go and take that down.
Yeah.
I I know what you were shooting for, but no, I could see one of those 3 o'clock in the morning. Crick, 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 boosh. Did you
Yeah.
hear
What
that?
was
Yeah, what was that? Oh. And my fish room is carpet, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, that would have been something special. So no. Scale modeling channel, what's happening? Yeah, that would have been something crazy, man.
You ever had anything like that in the middle of the night?
No, not. I've been in this house for 2 years. I've had fish here a year and a half, something like that.
Yeah,
No,
Bob. That's what happened.
no, but I'm gonna say 30. I've been married 21 years. Uh, 30 years or so ago, I had this tank that I called the biology class tank. It was drilled in the bottom. Now, so I can't even remember how I got it. It was free. It was a huge tank. I don't even know how many gallons this tank was. It was drilled in the bottom and it had these plastic caps in the bottom.
Okay.
I ain't know nothing about tempered glass, nothing, you know. So I got, I got me some silicone and put around the caps. I had the tank in my living room, this huge tank on like a dining room table with these little bitty Oscars, you know. I mean, the Oscars looked like the size of a penny. The tank was so big. You know, I'm hand feeding them, you know. I'm like, oh man, this gonna be all right. You know, this gonna be all right, man. I think the glass was probably like, let me get the right angle. Probably was like this thin. But I'm like, hey, it's a tank.
Yeah.
You know, I had no idea of,
Thickness.
water, the
Yeah.
weight of water, thickness of glass, the fact that it was drilled in the bottom and it was that thin. You know, I had no clue, man.
There's a reason you got it for free.
Oh yeah, and I could hear it. I could hear it like it started off, light. Man, what is that? Got up, went to the dining room. By the time I got in there, it was just gushing out of the bottom of the tank, man. Oh, dude, again, carpet, water everywhere. Oh man.
There went that security deposit.
Oh, hey, no, I was lucky that I was young, and it was basically like a little shack that a cousin of mine. It was his grandparents' rent house, and they let us live in it for like $200 a month or something. But
Wow.
I had a fan going, man, for look like a month because of the smell, the carpet trying to
Yeah,
dry it,
yeah.
and oh man, I'm pretty sure it wasn't a month, but it looked like it took forever, man.
It felt like
Griffin,
forever.
welcome, Griffin, Chewy, Skipper's Aquariums, S. What's happening? Thank y'all for coming in.
Fish, how you doing, Chevy?
Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Let's see. Did I miss? Okay, okay. Make sure I don't want to miss too many people here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all hit that like button. But yeah, man, that rascal gushed on me. Oh, dude. Later on, I ended up putting some alligators, small alligators, in. And I sealed the bottom back up because it's split, but it didn't give away. It didn't give away. So, I sealed it and I want to say some towels and cardboard under it. I think, like the same height as the underneath distance
Uh,
was, just to support it a little bit. But I only had maybe two, 3 inches of water in it for half
you
the
what?
tank. Yeah, half the tank, and then the rest of it was like, oh man, I wasn't. And I think after that, I probably went 10 more years before I got an aquarium.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I was scarred for a minute.
Traumatized.
Yeah, man, I was scarred, dude. But yeah, off and on, I've had fish. I'm 48. I've had fish for, man, 36 years or so. Off and on, when I was a youngster, man, I would go and catch, all my little native fish. Native fish I didn't even know existed, in the little rivers here in Texas. Danny Ken, what's happening? Kenny E.
Thank you, Wes. I just got the notification. Thank you.
But yeah, I would catch them, man, and just have stuff in my tank. Man, no idea. I mean, I killed so many fish, dude, because I didn't condition the water, Had no
Yeah,
idea.
I would go out fishing when I was a kid. To catch Oscars and all kinds of stuff as a kid.
Man, look, if I could have lived in Florida, dude, growing up. Oh man. Pepperland Creek, what's happening? Yeah, if I could have lived in Florida, dude, I probably would have a fish store right now, dude. I would have done, I would have been I would have been in the business, man.
That's the end goal for me, man. And when I retire, that's what I want to be doing.
Yes, look, I'm telling you, I would have been in the business already.
I don't even care if I'm making any money. I just want to pay the bills and keep doing fish.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
There's a gym I used to go to before I moved to the city, because I was in the country for most of my life. We just been here in the city for a good 2 years. A retired vet
Jeffrey
owned
Watt.
this gym. Jeffrey, what's happening? That's my Houstonian neighbor right there, Mr. Jeffrey. Yeah, I had this retired vet, man. He had an old school iron gym. He had everything in there. When I say throwback, you can tell he went and bought parts, pieces, and stuff from different places, probably closing down. But I mean, for those people that lift weight,
Yeah.
it was a wonderful place. Man, he'd open at like 5 a.m, and he wouldn't be there. He'd have a little jar on the counter. I mean, he had where you could do memberships, but he'd have a jar on the counter. He'd have a little sign-in book. It was $5 a day if you didn't have a membership, right? And he just leave his jar there. But the gym where it was in this neighborhood, if you didn't really belong in that neighborhood, people who were going to, I guess it's illegal because you'd be stealing time, but people who would like use him because he just left it open like that, really wasn't gonna go into that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It was like right by his mother's house. Like it was right by his mother's house. But you just show up. He's pop in there 2 or 3 times a day, and mess your setup because he's running his mouth, talking. But I'm pretty sure he was making no money. You know what I'm saying? But it was just he was a old school natural bodybuilder. He had won some awards. He had all his swords and knives he had won, and pictures and stuff on the walls. His black and white Air Force pictures and whatnot. It was just for the love, man. He just wanted to have that to provide for those people that was like me, that was like, man, this place exists.
Yeah, they have that.
Yeah, I was like, this exists? My God, thank you. But it was just for the love, man. It was just for the love. And Joseph Tanktopia, hey, sir.
Joe,
thank you for coming back, man. You shouldn't have went nowhere though, but thank you for coming back.
I'm glad you came back, Joe.
Hey, the haters, you can outlast the real haters, and the other stuff, man, is just how we think about it, man. You just keep moving, baby. Just keep moving forward. You good, man. You good. I loved what you had going on, man. You just keep on going, man. You good. Hey, hit me up in Messenger at any time, dude. Holla at me, Messenger, Instagram, whatever, man. Hit me up, dude. We ain't gonna do that no more. Don't you go nowhere. Fisherman, what's happening? Anthony, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for coming in. But yeah, man, the love, dude. Anytime we can do anything, it's just so rewarding. Cause yes, a fish store, dude, that I can just see, man. You tapping in on, on some special places. You tapping in on some special places in it, man. If I can just walk around, and oh yeah, that's a so and so, blah 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 blah, And if you don't know, you don't want that kind of tank. Just do this, just do that. You know,
Yeah.
just interact with the people, man.
Yeah.
Educate them. You know, send another
It's
happy fish owner out. You know, that's beautiful, man.
it's funny because my son tells me that I'm gonna leave him an empire, a fish empire. But he sees all my tanks and he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Dad, I want to take over your fish empire." And I said, "Well, okay, you keep calling it an empire. Maybe it'll grow into one. You know, speak it into existence."
Hey, look. The one thing about this, and a lot of things though, but I definitely know in this case, especially how we can acquire tanks and how, you know, when you immerse yourself in it deep enough, you know, you find, especially this YouTube platform, you find enough people, man, where you don't have to worry about having fish because somebody has
Yeah,
got you. You
yeah.
know, you can make an empire, dude, a
Thank you, Jeffrey.
literal, you know, literal empire, dude. You can make something out of this. Blood, sweat, and tears is always required, but
Always, yes.
you can make something out of this, dude. This hobby, for what it does for people, is the most important thing. You
Yeah,
have a lot of hobbies that's narcissistic. Like I had a, you know, I still have a channel, you know, that I used to work out on and make inspirational videos, whatever. You know, that whole genre is narcissistic. So if you're not patting people on the head, stroking their backs and their egos,
yeah,
you're not gonna go anywhere in it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't look like something that they envy,
yeah.
you're not gonna
You
make anything. Yeah, you're not gonna go anywhere in that because there's no real camaraderie, no real camaraderie. But these fish, man, these fish touch us so deep. You know, the psychological connection, man, is crazy. You know, I can't really
It is.
explain it.
Yeah,
All I do, you know, all we live it, so you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's crazy, dude. But it's man, dogs, cats, they do the same thing. You know, if you're a cat person or a dog person, and you got specific breeds, you can find you can find a niche
you can find that
for
connection.
you
Yeah,
that's like this. When I used to raise pit bulldogs, I mean, I had a little old thing where I was like, "There's no backyard should not have a pit bull in it," and I would just be
yeah,
like, I would be like giving puppies away. I'd raise dogs. They called me the pit dog man. You know, I would just have dogs, and somebody hit me up out of nowhere. Hey man, you know that male you saw at my house? Well, I got some puppies off of him. You want one?
okay.
You know, yeah, all right. Let me get him. I mean, so it's about it's about the pets, where pets put us mentally, you know.
Yeah,
And it's crazy. The sad part is you got people who treat their animals better than their kids. I don't want to get too deep,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, the fact that I realize how crazy we get about pets, and some people, you know, that's
There's
you know,
a
uh,
I always joke around my buddies. There's a lot of legalized animal abuse out there that we just don't see it.
yeah, yeah,
You know, and it's supported by the big box stores and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not going to get too deep into that either. But
yeah. You know, we digress. Yeah, you know, we digress. It's sprinkle out there a little bit, but yeah, we that's something that we need to work on later on as a group. You know, and we you know we're pretty huge. We might can move some things around. I don't want to take no dollars out of nobody's pockets, but we can do
exactly,
things. We can do things differently. You don't have to stop. You can just redirect.
exactly. Yeah,
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 you can just redirect. You never have to stop.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
man.
did the whole pit bull breeding thing for a while too.
What is it?
So I did the whole pit bull breeding for a while too.
Oh, okay.
I think I bred almost everything, man. I've bred dogs, I've bred chickens, I've bred pigeons, I've bred uh, what's those little tiny birds? Quail.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I've been into all of it. Whatever animal I get into, I'm into it 100%.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had pit bulls was my number one. You know, I was a little rascals, our gang guy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, back in the day.
Yeah,
I like I'm I've always been a big softy a big softy that has a what I would say a uber aggressive side that people find out now. Most people are safe, but back in the day, people will find out about that side, like at a inopportune time. You know what I'm saying? So anything that touched that part of me, I had chickens. I had bull breeds, American bulldogs, bull mastiffs. I love boxing. I love MMA. You know, lifting weights. I owned every action figure that had big muscles. My spirit animal is a silverback gorilla. It was to the point to where my kids would get me every Father's Day. They'd find a stuffed gorilla, like, hey, here's a gorilla and some Reese's candies. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, guys.
That's cool.
I have a little silverback figurine in my living room. The little signed baseball displays.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found this figurine at, man, I don't even know what store it was, but there's some stores in the toy section, they have the like hard plastic figurines. Well, I found a little silverback, man, and I put it inside of that little container with fake grass in the bottom, and I glued it shut. And he's in my living room, on a mantle. When you come in the house, that's what you get. Look, that's what you get in here, quiet strength and power,
Yeah.
Look, if you want to see it, I'll come down that hill and pull every tree out of the ground and and beat on my chest. Yeah, if you want to see it, if you want to see it, I'll show it to you. But other than that, I'm gonna sit up here and eat some eucalyptus leaves, and not be bothered.
If you want to see it, you better be prepared.
Yes, if you want to see it, man. But for real, Aqua Balls, welcome, dude. Welcome. George, what's happening, man? But yeah, man, the crazy connection between people and animals. I mean, and it goes way back. You think about the caveman days. Somebody what they say, the caveman took a wolf or coyote or whatever, and trained them to be his companion for hunting and all of that, man. It stemmed way back then. And it's crazy how because a fish, I don't think I can take a fish out with me, to hunt no deer, but I mean, how did we roll? How do we roll into that one? You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. It's cool. I accept it. Skipper's Aquariums, what's happening? All right, we got some people falling up in this chat tonight. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all. Hit that like button. Thank y'all.
Pretty soon we'll be walking our fish around in a little glass ball with wheels. We will take our fish around.
with wheels, for real. Who is that? Oh, that's who is that? Oh, that's this platinum Dumbo ear red tail grand champion. Sky's the limit. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? The Razor Dogs.
Yeah, that's Big Pepper from his genetic go back 5 generations, world champion 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
His grandfather won in China. Yeah.
For real. Can I get some fry off him? Yeah, you can get some fry off of it.
400.
Ooh, man,
I can see that happening for sure.
Hey, you remember how before we started this live stream, I said you reminded me of myself so much?
Yeah, I'm starting to see it.
Do you see where this conversation is going, man? Look, I swear, I'm like, man, I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm looking at me, man. I don't know him. I hadn't had no conversations with you like that, It was just, I just felt it.
Yeah.
I said, man, it's like I'm looking at myself, man. Let me pull this man up on here and talk to him and see what he got going on. Yes, man. It's ironic, man. God bless you. God bless you, dude.
Same, man.
Ooh. Hey, man, you got anything you want to just put out there, man? Anything you want to talk about right now on your
Uh,
mind? Where you want to go? I know you want the fish store at as your end game,
yeah,
but
that'd be the. I'm just right now. I'm very content. I'm focused on next year already. I'm focused on getting out of this apartment, getting into my house with a garage, and just blowing it up there. Other than the fish, I worked my butt off. So yeah, me
man,
and
hey
my wife.
man.
My wife. She's in the ministry. She preaches the word and all that stuff.
Okay, all right.
So we're trying to do something on that end as well. Um, yeah, we're just going with the flow and going wherever the good Lord takes us. Hopefully, I can
Hey
bring fish
man.
in a little ball with me.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wanting to, if it was any way, like for in the prison system, you can you can be a chaplain, but depending on the unit you're in, they have like, man, these neo-pagan religions and all these things that you have to cover.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if
You're
that's
kind of
not what
restricted.
you, yeah, if that's not what you believe, how can you very well say yes? Come, let me set up a schedule for you to, you know.
Yeah, I've thought about going that route myself, but that was exactly what you just said. You got to cover this. You got to cover that.
Yeah, you can come in. You can come in as a volunteer, specialized. You can do it as a volunteer, but the key word is volunteer. I would like to take that uniform off and be a minister there, but they're not gonna pay me to do as I feel I'm called. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're not gonna pay you for that one. You gotta represent the mindset of the United States government if they're gonna pay
right.
you. If they're gonna pay you, and that's a whole nother situation. Yeah, I'm
No,
like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm deep enough right now, in the spot I'm in, and yeah, I don't need their claws in me, no deeper than it is, man. I don't want
yeah.
to become a robot, no. You know what I'm saying? I
They're already
can't do
waist
that
deep.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want that one. The soul can't be sold. There's no price for it. You know what I'm saying? It was
that's
paid. It was bought and paid for, but not by me.
not by me exactly.
Yeah, not by me, man. Not by me. Hey, are them Kahakus ready to come here, man?
Well, I had a slight hiccup with them.
No.
Yeah, I have two females left, and the male decided he didn't want to be here no more.
Oh, jumped out.
I think he got caught cheating on one of them, and they beat him up.
And they beat him. Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm
Oh
waiting,
man.
waiting on another male. I ordered another male, so I'm waiting on. Actually, I'm waiting on two. I want one of them back up.
Got you.
But yeah,
Hey, but I still got you though. What? Cause them Dumbo Hills, man, is coming. They coming over there. And my blondes, I don't know what's the hold up. It's on me. Like, I got a 50-gallon tub out there, man. I got blonde endless everywhere out there. But it's like, I'm talking about a hoarder issue. I'm like, man,
yeah,
you can let them. You can start letting them go now. And I go
I
out there
did.
just be looking at them. Sprinkle. Hey, here y'all go. They everywhere. They everywhere, man. They
I did the
everywhere.
same thing with my Santa Claus. I had two tanks full of Santa Claus guppies. You know, I had I
Okay.
had one full of females and I had one full of males. I didn't want them interbreeding. And I would look at them like, man, I got a lot of these. So I selected a few, and I had to sell the rest at the pet store because you just gotta let them go. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
let
yeah,
somebody else
yeah,
enjoy them.
yeah. And my see, this is what I told myself with my blondes. Okay, I got to get out there and pull my males. Mind you, I had all the males pulled out in this tank right here behind me. You know, I was like, you know, I'll go through and all the guys, you know, that look exactly alike, I put them back out there, you know, and I get rid of everybody else, you know, with some females if some people want some, you know, some pairs or some trios. Well, it didn't really work like that. I ended up taking them. I ended up taking them all back out of here and putting them right back out there because, you know, they haven't propagated enough yet. You know, I don't in my head, you know. Hey
Even though you
y'all,
got
yeah, y'all hear me talking right now, man. If y'all want some of these blonde endless, I love them to death. But if y'all want some, hit me up. Make me move them around. Because if I make you a promise, I got to do it. So make me move them around, man. Because they'll be headed towards the door and then come right back. The guy, hey, at my LFS, I told him the other day I went. I said, man, because he does a lot of tubbing and stuff like for his store. That's how I started with my Dumbos. And you know, I actually didn't pay for any of them. You know, it was like we had been hooking up and you know trading and stuff so long. You know, I got a wonderful hookup. So I said, do you have an extra tank? Because I've never seen, you know, any of these blonde endless. He was like, oh yeah, I got. He asked me about what size. I said, man, if you got a 20, you know, I can give you a small colony to jump you off. You know, I got one, my foundation, I have 2 foundation females and 1 male. Literally, it was a trio, and they're still alive, man. There's fish everywhere, right? So I was like, man, I'm gonna give him one of these big females, you know, and a few other females and some males. And this weekend, cause today was my last day on, so I'm off this weekend, and I'm gonna take him some in there so he can, you know, he can start his own colony of them, you know, get them going so he can sell them, man. Cause I love them, man. I really do. I don't have any idea why. Cause I was an Endler dude off top. No, not free 99. Oh, Bob. But yeah, I was an Endler dude. I was an Endler dude off top, you know. And then, man, I saw these, you know, these blonde base. I'm like, man, is this real? This looks almost neon, you know. But not glow. They're not glow endlers, you know what I'm saying? These are natural, you know, literally.
I tell you what, I didn't like endlers. I didn't like guppies at first either. I was into the big fish.
Yeah.
And my buddy, who I don't think he made the stream, but we were talking. He's the one that got me into the fish. And he said, "Man,
they coming, Cooper. Keep going."
So I bought 1 pair of endlers, 1 trio. And when I seen them, I said, man, you know, they're like blonde in the front and blue in the back, real nice. It took off from there. I was ordering guppies every week. Now I got 12 tanks of guppies. So yeah,
Already?
I've got I'm getting into swordtails now. I got the cauliflower swordtails that I'm trying to breed.
Okay.
And I got these kahaku swordtails that I need to get another male for.
Already. Yeah, man, I had been looking into those for so long. I was looking at Dexter's World channel, and Dexter was showing, you know, Dexter was like, you know, they'll eat the babies and you have to do this and do that. That's kind of what held me back from getting them, because I'm like, man, you know, what can I do, you know, to keep them from, because I don't know if I want to be that, you know, locked in on the tank.
Or did you see his setup? How he set everything
Yeah, with
up?
the little basket. Yeah. You see, that was early on. I would probably do something like that now.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that. I'm trying to figure out how I can make that fit in here somewhere.
Priscilla, what's going on? Thank you, ma'am, for showing up. Thank you. But yeah, man, I'm really, really, really liking those particular fish. I'm trying to narrow down. Guppies are almost like a little drug. I don't understand it, but
yeah, same here.
You know, I had some big fish early on, But in this go around here, in that 55 that I had on the wall, my earlier videos, I have a few Oscars. I had some uh Malawi eye biters. I actually had some OB version. They're kind of rare, you know, that I found at my LFS, that I found out that they would have been worth a lot of money, you know, if I would have sold them to somebody. But they were in here for a minute, and I didn't have time to wait on them to grow out because I realized when I got them that that's not what I wanted.
I'm gonna answer Bob real quick. That was lamb fishing. If you guys ever see his videos, he's got a YouTube channel too, Lamb Fishy, and that's the one that got me into the fish hobby. And
Okay. Yeah, I
because
pineapple.
he's the one that backed up to the barbershop. I loaded the tank up real quick.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
But
when
yeah,
I saw
that's
that we were talking about the free
yeah.
yeah, the free no, I'm talking about the free
Other
cichlid. Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, man, you know, so let me see what he got going over there. I didn't realize he had a channel at first, but yeah, let me see what he got going on over there.
yeah, he has a channel, Lamb Fishing, Lamb Fishy.
Hey, he was already, see, here's the thing, y'all. Whenever you get a chance, go through your list, see the people. If you can see the people that sub to you some kind of way, you'll be surprised sometimes who sub to you. YouTube don't always tell you. There's people in your chats that you talk to all the time. You may not even be subbed to yourself. Check it. Try to pay attention to it. He was already subbed to me from somewhere, somehow. He came in. I can remember seeing him in a chat before. After, I saw him on the video, I thought about it. When I went to find his channel, I'm like, you know what? I can remember him, in a stream, but I don't know whose it was. Joe, Tips and Tricks, maybe. I can't remember who it was, but I remember him coming in. And you see how ironic that was, though.
Yeah.
I didn't pay no attention until I saw him on your video. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, okay, let go over and let me send that back to him, But yeah,
Yeah.
y'all try to look at it a little bit. Try to look at it a little bit, because we
He's
already know.
just like me.
Okay, this platform will you'll go up, and then that bring you back down.
Yeah.
So anything that's a real viable, valid connection, cherish those. Look at the people's videos, comment, like, keep that connection going, because I'm not a numbers chaser, but we all wanna hit that 1,000. I'm
Okay.
sorry. People can say what they want. It
Yeah.
opens up a few things. I want to be able to stream here and on Facebook. I want to be able to do that. I want some things opened up a little bit more, for my
Yeah.
channel.
Sure.
I don't care what you say. You don't have to use your what is it with the money you do? Super chats? That's up to
Super
you.
chat.
You don't have to use super chats. That's up to you. But we all want to hit that 1,000 because it opens up some things for you.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for this thing to be bigger than it is right now. I want my platform to be bigger. I want my live streams, there's more that God want me to do with this. And that's where I stand. That's what I believe. There's more that He wants me to do with this. He's blessed me up to this point. Like, man, when I asked you, He was like, man, you were surprised that I wanted you to come on. To me, I'm still like, just a little regular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have some people coming that I've talked to, God willing. I have some people coming that I said, hey, I'm just gonna be a shot in the dark. I'm gonna ask them if they'll come on. And they agreed immediately. And I was like, oh my God, for real? Then I went to explain, and they was like, well, I know who you are. What? But they may not comment, they may not whatever. They could be sitting in this live stream now. You never know, because they don't say anything.
Yeah, they're just lurking. Yeah.
You'll be surprised who actually watch your videos. You'll be surprised. So since I already know that somewhere I'm supposed to be going with this, I need to stop doubting myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm telling you, hey, I got one person coming. When I say they're, I don't know if I can use the word mentor because it's not like I talked to them before, but their channel is very big in the reason I do what I do here. Me having um uh neo heterandria elegans, tiger teddies, me having the heterandria famosa, least killing fish, me having these peacock gudgeons over here, having these separate tanks for these specific, uh specialty fish per se.
Right.
For me, having them separated like that in these natural style tanks, this particular person is kind of the reason that I even do that. I was like, man, I come sit in here, and for me, I'm making it almost like a museum in a sense, a fish
Yeah.
museum. Whereas I'm gonna have the ones like I probably only will have my blondes and these platinums because when I first started this, they stuck out to me. Those are probably the ones that I'll have that I provide, sell, whatever to the fish fam. But these other ones, I mean, if they breed, they breed, and I'll bless people. But if not, they don't even have to. I just like to sit in here and look at them specifically in their own little habitats, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's humbling.
Those peacock gudgeons, man, those are nice. I like it. When I seen those, I was like, whoa, I need some.
Yeah, man. Hey, fish, fish, fam is real, man. Joe,
Oh yeah.
look, look, I'm telling you, man. Just Jeffrey Watts, man. And just he was in a chat. Mm. He was just in my, was it mine? No, I think it was somebody else's chat that I was in also. He was like, "Hey, man, I'm in Houston." I'm like, "What? Well, where are you?" I'm in a town called Katy, which is still Harris County. It's on the edge of the actual
Right.
city of Houston, but it's still Houston. There's no separation. As far as the landmass connection. But
Right.
he was like, "Yeah, I'm right up the street." He was like, "Man, I got some fry. Hey, I can hook you up." I'm like, "For real, dude? Hey, I was like, I have." He was like, "No, dude, I don't want nothing, from you per se. You're upright dude, and I figure, I can bless you, dude." I went and met him, at the fish store, man, and we went in, and he was shopping. We talking, we looking in the tanks, and we discussing. Guy come up to us, the people that work at the big box pet stores per se, and they're giving us their information that they just learned yesterday. You know,
That little
and
cue card you got. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm a commend Jeffrey for not saying, "Hey, dude, actually, not that it means much, but we're in the hobby. We're technically, like the other day, I just realized I was an actual YouTuber. My kids, I brought up, like, "Hey, y'all realize I'm actually a YouTuber." It sounds crazy, because I remember me having a discussion with them about them wanting to do a channel before I did, you know, and I'm like, man, I'm actually a YouTuber now. But he's telling us this stuff, and some of it is not really on point. And I'm
Yeah.
wanting to say bad. Stop. I didn't want to seem like a snob. Yeah, I didn't want to seem like a snob. No, stop. I don't want you to repeat that to nobody else that come in here. Because
I'm
that's
actually.
not what it is. Yeah, that's not what it is, man. but I held it down. We stayed real respectful, man. But salute Jeffrey Watts, man, for these gudgeons, man. And I'm gonna tell you, they act almost like monster fish for us. As far as talking about the personality and being personable.
Right.
I mean, they had to acclimate, but they act like they lived here forever. You know, if I'm in here, they're gonna be at the glass. Let me see if I can. Oh, let's see. I don't know if you can. They should be right there. Can you see them?
Yeah, I kind of see him. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow.
I mean, that was like I had one that set up territory right here at the front of the glass. I have a piece of driftwood. That's a bacopa right there. One just moved in right in front of the glass. I mean, what fish does that? First day, you know, hey,
He wanted to
hey,
be up
y'all.
front with the fish.
Yeah, look, it was. I have three of them. That one was like, hey, y'all, I'm living right here. You know, y'all go ahead to the back, fine. You know, get yourself situated. But I'm good. Just right there, just set up shop at the front of the glass, and forever is like looking at me.
That's like oh, I'm backwards. This guy right here, every time I'm here, he's in the front looking for food. Every time. He's right there. There's the only fish I have in my fish room that has a name. That's this guy over here. I don't know if you guys can see him.
Yeah, we can see him.
This guy right here. That I bought him for. I used to be a plumber. I was a plumber for 5 years, and I set up a fish tank, a 55-gallon, in the office. He's one of the fish that I bought. He was like a dime size, like almost 3 years ago. And he's the only one of these fish that has a name because he came with one. We call him Timmy.
Timmy.
I don't know why, but that's what they named him. That name is stuck. I've had him for 3 years already almost. But every time I come out here, he's in the front of the glass, him and the other one, waiting on food. And they all got eggs.
Man, I've been thinking about thinking about getting into angels. I was talking to Everything Fish last week. Shout out to Everything Fish. That young 14-year-old gentleman, you know, he's out here in these fish streets, man,
I
doing
saw,
things. Hey,
I saw that. That's a real kid right there, man.
look, Baji from Straya that I had on at Australia. See, remember I told you I'm gonna sit back and watch these videos, and if it's dude, if it's real, if you're about this, I got to bring you on here, man. I can't be the only one sitting watching your videos. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I just can't have that. You know, I can't be the only one watching it. And you know, God forbid I look and it's like 20 subs, 50 subs. I'm like, oh no,
We got to
no.
fix that.
Yeah, we got to do something about that. We got to do something about that, man. Because I literally feel like I'm the only one watching your videos. So no, we gotta do something about that.
I saw that kid and I was like, whoa, the way he spoke and 14? What? Really?
Yeah. Hey, parents just turned him loose in the basement, you know.
There's no way my parents would have done that.
No, not at all.
They know
Not at
better.
all. Not at all. I'm like, okay, they gave you the basement and you have tanks upstairs? Oh my God. What?
You're right, yo. My
You
wife
just
won't even do that.
man, you done sprinkled some lizards in there? Hey, I'm the head of my household, I thought. You know what I'm saying? I'm relegated to the
I'll run things here when she's not home.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm in the closet. You got a whole downstairs, man. You just got fish everywhere.
Yeah.
Salute. Salute, man. That's a way to start. If you can do it, I hope,
He's
you
a
know, that this
he's a
young man they can keep him on that path, man, and the sky's the limit, man.
that's a fish general at
Sky,
14.
sky's the limit. And he got a couple of little buddies, you know, that he streams with, like he was telling me say, and I had no idea. He was like, man, this is the first stream where it's like not me and my friend, you know.
I see
Cause
him when you said that, yeah.
I would see him streaming, but I never just thought, outside of it, listening to him. So it sounded like seasoned veteran. I'm pretty sure you talking to people. No, he was just like me and my buddy. We stream. I'm like, I said, you ain't stream on nobody. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Come on in here, man. Come on in here. Come on. He was turned up. He was so excited, man. I in the little old green room, I was having to calm him down. I'm like, come on, relax, relax. We gonna get it in. We gonna get it in.
His
I
nerves
said, I'm
acting
on.
up.
I said, I got you. I said, I know how to, how to guide you. I ain't gonna let you come in too hot. And burn yourself out.
That was a real smart kid, man. I'm
Yes, yes,
surprised by him.
yes, very much so, man, very much so. The children are our future. That's what Whitney Houston said.
Yeah.
And then we got the next generation that's coming. There's a lot of things that we as adults have failed them, and like my teenagers, it's like I can honestly say, and I thank God that my wife and I, we made the right decisions in setting the foundation for our kids,
Yeah.
respectful, respectful, not wilding out. But again, once they get out and they're an adults and making their own decisions, that's their decisions. But the foundation is wonderful, and I thank God for the opportunity at this point, because there's a lot of kids in their age groups, man, that's like just out there. You have conversation with them and you would swear they never went to any organized education, like for
Yeah.
real. You didn't learn that in school. You didn't. Okay, how about, oh, I forgot. You don't talk to your friends. You text message and stuff. So, no interpersonal skills. Just
I
like,
don't
how
have
can they
that
make
face
it?
to face. Yeah.
Yeah, how can they make it, man? It's scary.
It's very scary. I got three.
Okay,
I have three kids. I have one that's 22, one that's just turned 19, and then I got my son who's 14, and he's the
okay,
one I worry about. I have three kids, but I'm raising one because the rest are grown. They live with their moms and everything like that.
gotcha.
And he finally come to live with me at 14, and I see him, and I'm like, oh man. And in my heart, I'm like, man, I failed you, man, because wow. So now I'm trying to get him. I figured like this. I got 4 years.
Yeah, yeah,
I got four
yeah,
more years with him to put him right the way he's supposed to be. So
yeah,
yeah, it's a hard challenge for me.
yeah.
But
The the good thing is that you realize your end of it, make it clear to him. And like a lot of them, they have this shell, they just, they're
yeah,
so, it just gets so thick, they're so hard. If they know, that you can show the compassion. Hey, baby, it was my bad,
yeah,
my bad, but I got you, and then
yeah.
ride the storm, man.
Good night, Skipper.
Got to work tomorrow. Good night, good night. Thank you for coming through. But yeah, man, what channels are you really keyed into nowadays? And that's not, I'm gonna give a disclaimer. This is not alienating anybody on the YouTube platform. Sometimes we go through waves of channels that we look at a little bit more than others until later on. All right, there you go.
When I say this, there's a lot of videos I haven't seen of you guys. I know you guys have been posting. I've been busy. I will get to your videos. I'm trying to get through them all. I think I'm behind like 200 videos or something like that. But work has been crazy. I've been coming home and just passing out. Um, but when I first started in the hobby, I did like everybody else. I was watching DIY, Aquarium Co-op, Ohio Fish Rescue. Um, I even watched Catch 'em All Fishing from Miami, Joey. I watched Paul Cafaro a lot. I'm amazed how a 19-year-old kid has done so much. It's not so much of what he's doing; it's the fact that he's accomplished
Yeah.
that leaves me like, wow, at
He he
19.
he figured it out early. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, those are the people that I watch them. I don't watch them as much as I used to, but I still refer back to a lot of guys when I have questions. And of course, I watch everybody in the chat just about. I watch all their videos. Bob, Joe, I'm glad he's back. Joe, thank you for coming back. Um, Cooper, Vinny, I love Vinny's videos. Vinny cracks me up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm a little older than most people watch YouTube or whatever, but his dad jokes. Oh my God, he cracks me up. My son thinks I'm a nut, but yeah, that's
Oh.
pretty much. I'm subscribed to a lot of people, and I try to watch everybody's channel. But yeah,
Yeah. Some of those same people. The thing with your Catch 'em alls and Joey and all them, they
they started out strong.
yes, I was gonna say I still will peep in. Hey, here's a notification. Let me hit watch later, and I'll
Yeah,
I'll check them out. But yeah, they're like petering a little bit. They're grasping. They're grasping.
yeah.
They're grasping right now, and it's
I watch Predatory Fins. I like his channel.
yeah, yeah,
I've gone down there a few times, and I've talked with him. He's actually invited me to come do a video there, which I probably should do that soon. But yeah, yeah,
yeah, most
he's cool.
definitely.
People I like his channel. But yeah, the catch 'em alls and I'm not knocking nobody.
Yeah, no,
They
no, no.
doing they're doing what works for
We
them.
understand. Yeah, we understand.
Yeah, but from where they were to where they are now, that the channel just did a 180, and I'm like, oh, okay, keep doing.
Running out of things. Was it running out of things to do?
Yeah, yeah, but it works for them, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, they're over 1 million subscribers, so hey, it works for them.
Hey, it is not us to question society and what it is that entertains and tickles our palates. Back in the day, they used to have the king and the queen sitting on the side when the people were out there in the arena, you
Yeah,
know, jousting or lions
yeah.
being released. So, you know,
It's
I'm
a
a
whole new
victim.
arena.
Look, I'm a victim. I'm a victim myself. So, hey, when you're actually providing something, some substance, don't ever question your direction, your motivation. We know right, we know wrong, we know good, we know bad. Just keep moving within it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Do not grow weary in well doing. Cause you'll look up and like, man, I don't man, it seemed like just yesterday I was way back there. Just yesterday I was way back there wondering how I was gonna do this or how I was gonna do that. And this is where I am today. You know, just stay true to you and real. They say real recognize real. You heard that before.
yeah,
Real recognize real, man, and
yeah.
a solid foundation. You know what I'm saying? It's better than a weak foundation.
Yeah. Build your
You
house on the
know,
rocks or build it on the sand.
yeah. So that's what I try to do, man. That's what I try to do. There's a lot of people. Hey, when I first started out, there was people giving me tips. You know, you need to do this. You need to do that. Ah, if I don't feel it, you know, there's some things that I might need to tweak a little bit. I'm trying to get myself to like get out. Mary Page, welcome in, welcome in. Get out and maybe do me a tour somewhere, go out to a creek somewhere and do something. Those types of things are still within my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
I just need to go do them. And I know, I like to see them, and I know other people like to see them. Those types of things, I need to make myself get up and go do. But some of that empty, that empty content,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not wasting my time with empty content. I want
Hey,
people to
Mary
know,
Kay.
hey, Hank got Hank got some more Dumbo ears over there, and he's excited. He's showing it to me.
Yeah, for sure.
you
When
know,
I know when I saw those Dumbos you got, I was like, wow, those are nice, man. Big old
man.
fin.
Yeah, I'm crunk about it. We done went through some no, I'm not gonna say hard times. We hadn't gone through hard times, but I mean, when you can get adults that are a little less than perfect, and it's a program. You're gonna have some losses. You're gonna have, they got to get used to your water. They gotta some show up
Froze up.
already, sickly and weak, and you have to go through that cycle. Not just the aquarium cycle, but their cycle of life, man. But we're to a point now
Froze
where,
up, Hank.
did I freeze up or you froze up? Hold on. Hey,
There you
go
are.
out. Let me see. Come on. You're froze up now. Hey, go out and come back in. Yeah, we was going real good. We done got the system overheated over here. Welcome, y'all. Welcome in here. Thank y'all very much for coming to the stream tonight, man. It's been a real good stream tonight, man. I felt like he was here in the house with me. Mary Page, thank you for coming through, ma'am. Thank you. Glad to see you. I almost dropped in on you and Father Fish earlier, but I ended up going to sleep and taking a nap and waking up at 9:45 and hurrying over here to get this set up. But thank you for coming through. Thank you. Let's see, do I have to send him a new link? He seemed to got jammed up over there. Hey, y'all. Hey, anybody got any questions over here in the chat? Holler at me. I might be able to answer something for you while we waiting on him to make it back. There we go.
That work out better?
There we go. Yeah, we good. We good.
All right, cool.
I told him we must have overheated the stream.
Having too much fun?
Too much fun. Oh, I'm echoing. I'm hearing myself talk back to myself. And my volume is down on my other. That's all right. We good on these imperfections. It's all right. We're gonna make it. We done made it this far.
For sure.
What is my biggest tank? Well, actually, I have two 50 gallon totes, storage totes in my garage. Those would be my biggest. Those would be my biggest tanks. My little old pond, my blonde inlet pond is 50 gallons, and I have one that I had. Y'all pardon me, I see some new fry up here in this tank. Kind of surprised me. But yeah, my other 50 gallon tote, I'm gonna make it a mixed inler project. I have two 20-gallon longs under this one right behind me, because that's 20-gallon long, but I have two down lower here. That's a bunch of different types of inlers. And I'm gonna put all of them in the 50-gallon tote in the garage probably tomorrow. I was supposed to do it today, but That didn't happen. But I'm gonna do it tomorrow sometime, and put. Let me see. Can I get them? Oh, these boys here. I had made a video.
Maybe
The
the
video
tail.
was how to make a strain. Now you only see one, but there's actually 4 in there. I don't know what the other 3 are, but I'm gonna take some Dumbo ear females when I get some young fry that's old enough, and I'm gonna put them with those guys, and we just gonna go from there and see what they do. Check out my video that says how to make a strain, and check those guys out with the flame tail and whatever on them.
Sure.
What I want to do is actually the way those males look, just put a blue Dumbo ear on them. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. So I'm gonna take enough of these females.
I plan on doing something with. I got a whole tank of mud guppies. Those mud guppies are, oh man, those catch my eye every time I come look at them.
Hey, it's crazy what you can get from them. I used to be in a lot of like guppy genetic like groups.
Yeah.
And I had to end up just getting out of them because those guys, dude, you know, the the stuff they know, I could never just imagine where do you find the time? Have you ever seen something that was so thought out that in your finite understanding, it's still not believable?
Yeah.
You know, it's like
They find out every detail, every this, yeah. I've watched a few videos on guppy genetics, and I'm like, who sat there and actually studied all this? I mean, who?
And I'm ADHD. I'm ADHD, but I learned how to deal with it without medication. My son is also, but you know, he goes in and out of needing medication. We're trying to get him to where he doesn't need it. But you know, again, these youngsters they're from a different cut from a different cloth than us, you know.
That's for sure.
I learned, you know, as a youngster how to deal with it. And some of what people would say, oh, woe is me, is a handicap, it ended up being like a superpower for me. You know, at my job, I had guys at the prison say I'm one of the X-Men.
Yeah.
And it's just because with that ADHD, my focus issues put me all over the place, but I've learned how to compartmentalize, I guess. I'm almost like a computer with multiple screens, and you open up tabs on all these different screens.
You got tabs open here, have tabs
Yeah,
open there.
literally, that's how I function. I'll be doing something over here. I'm directly working on this screen, but I can still see those. So something will change on this screen, and then I go over there and I'll do something to that one, then I'll come back. And they're like, man, how in the world, you know? And I'm like, well, I took something that people, you know, like to label as a handicap, you know, and woe is me with. I just took it and learned how to live, you know, as far as me.
Yeah.
And they ended up being pluses. They ended up being pluses. I mean, and I thank God for it. I thank God for it.
We
We
grew
done
up in a
made.
time way different than now, man. We grew up in a
Yeah.
time to where, I mean, we didn't worry so much about, oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? You know, we rode our bikes. We fell off our bikes. There's one time I ran into a stop sign. That's the story for another time. But, you know, we drank out of water hoses and all that stuff. You can't do that today because, oh my God, germs.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Yep.
I think it's something in the water.
I've cracked, broke, scraped, sliced.
Yeah.
Melvin, Welcome in, sir. Welcome. We're building our brand.
Building our brand. How
Yeah,
you doing?
man. These youngsters nowadays, too. And then you're telling them stories about, I did this, I did that. And they're like, oh my God, what are you saying? There's no way I
Why?
can. I'm like, because I could. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's sad. Some of it is just the way civilization is. Like, I could just, again, get up when the sun come up in the morning, could get on my bike with a bucket and a net or a fishing pole, burn off
Be gone all day.
all day long because
Yeah.
somebody, if my mama chose to, she could call somebody somewhere or they're going to call her. Somebody can see you,
Yeah.
because I was in a little town also.
Yeah.
Little 3,000 people town, somebody is going to always see you somewhere. So now, oh man, if your kid young enough and you let them off the front step, one of those vans is gonna come through, and somebody might try to jump off and snatch them from your front porch. I mean, come on, man.
Either that or you got the cops knocking on your door for child neglect.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, this kid belong to you? Yeah. Where did you find him? Oh, he was down at the. So why did you bother him? He was he breaking a was he breaking the law? No, but he wasn't at home. Hey, you know
Yeah.
how they gonna
Yeah.
learn independence if you push them upon us all the time when they have to be able to learn? They have to expand their brains, man, expand their palate. You know what I'm
Yeah. They're so stuck on their phones these days.
saying? Hey, Mary, but now though, there's stuff I won't climb up on. There's stuff I won't jump off of.
Oh, yeah. There's no way. There's no way, man. I do that calculated risk. You know, okay, I'm gonna be 43. If I fall off of this and break a leg, it takes me
Woo.
for the heal. Yeah, no. Yeah. You're not gonna have a kid, you pull a muscle, you wake up the next morning, your brain new.
Man, I done had scraped off half of the side of my forehead and put a piece of paper on it and some rubbing alcohol. Because I'm like, if I put this rubbing alcohol on it and it burns, I don't have to bother my mama because I know the burn is gonna fix it. keep on, you keep on moving.
Yeah.
Now, oh my God, Daddy, I got this splinter. Oh, this splinter. I'm like, man, I used to get my own splinters out. What you talking about?
Oh man, I took my son fishing maybe 6 months ago, and I was tying the hook onto the pole, and when I went to pull tight, I pulled the hook right through my finger. And my son, oh, I'm like, relax, man. I'm trying to pull it out. I'm calm. I had to go to the hospital to get it out because it just wasn't coming out.
Yeah.
But he's like, relax, I got this, man. And
Hey,
it amazed him how calm I was and how relaxed. Yeah, that was
keep
cool.
using keep using wire cutters in your box, man.
Yeah, it was a brand new hook, man. It was
Click.
brand new. It was brand new, and I told the nurse, don't cut this hook. Get it out, but don't cut it.
Ah!
It's brand new. So she got it out.
Oh. Okay.
I fished
Yeah,
with it.
man. I done been on crutches since I've been grown, man. 2018, I went to work at a juvenile facility and blew out an Achilles,
Mm.
fractured tibia bone. 2014, jumping off my back. Here we go with some more jumping, but I was kind of forced to jump this time. I was killing some wasps. No, let me stop. I was killing one wasp.
It might as well have been 20.
This one wasp was on the nest, and I'm trying to spray. And mind you, the house I was living at the time, the back porch was smaller than this fish room, and it was real high. It had to be 6 feet off the ground, easy. I don't know what my landlords were thinking about when they put this house up on blocks, but it didn't flood. It didn't flood where I was, man, but it was way up there. So I'm spraying the wasp, and he was coming at me. So when I turned, there was nothing left. It was either roll down these steps or jump.
And jump
so
was faster.
I jumped. My left leg hit the ground. My right leg, I don't know. It was like, he didn't get invitation to the party. He showed up late. I'm like, you did realize that we all jumped off the porch. So my left leg was left to support all of my weight. And I'm trying to remember how big was I. I'm about 250 now. I went through phases of 330, especially when I was powerlifting for real. I had got to be a big boy. Yeah. I think I was still in my 300 area, I think. So the crown of the tibia, right below the kneecap, sheared because I was literally leaning forward, like my knee was like going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And oh man. Yeah, it was just like that. Oh, after those, man. Ooh, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy now, but I didn't need a cast. They just gave me this the brace had the little latches on it where you can change the angle, so they kept it bent, and it was just like, don't put no pressure on. So I didn't need a cast, and it healed. But yeah, man, and the Achilles, juveniles in these juvenile institutions, they fight all the time. They have no respect for each other or anybody else.
Yeah.
Now, I was blessed enough for the presence that I bring, even in the adult facilities. They respected me. So, they never gave me any issues. But as far as with each other, well, I was a rover. I was relieving people, dorm to dorm. They would go to the restroom, take breaks. I went this one dorm, fight break out. They call on the radio. I'm running to the fight. I find I'm going the long way. So I turn around and go back this other direction. I end up in the back of all the other officers going into this dorm. And it felt like somebody kicked me. You know how as a kid you kick your friend in the back of the leg and make them fall?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It didn't hurt. It just felt like a blunt hit to the back of my foot. So I go down. I go to stand back up. I take maybe 3 steps, fall back down. Achilles pop halfway through. Oh.
That's a bad day.
Yeah, supervisor trying to tell me, oh man, if you had ruptured your Achilles, man, you'd have messed on yourself. I had a friend, he ruptured his Achilles, blah, blah, blah. Now, I have, I told you about that uber aggressive side of me.
Yeah.
I have an extremely high pain tolerance. Emotions will make me cry today. Pain don't make me cry,
Right.
Break something, whatever. It is what it is. So I'm sitting there with this boot untied, unzipped, foot and swole up in it, and he's steady telling me, oh no, man, it's just, and I'm looking at him. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here an hour before the ambulance get there because I guess they waited to call 911. I'm having to make a report of what we did during the fight. Oh, mind you, that was my second fight intervention of the night.
Darn.
One before that I was in on physically. I had to do some separation tactics. With the kids, you have to do certain types of restraints, So I'm having to write this report. Mind you, my foot is woo, 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 woo. And he's telling me how, oh, no, man, there's no way. Okay. Mind you, I'm down August 26th to January 17th.
Dang.
But my Achilles, there was nothing wrong with it. I'm like, I'm not a doctor, but in the area that my Achilles exists, it don't feel like, all of it is down right now, You can say what you want. But yeah, after all of that, man, now I'm gonna look down at the steps before I step off, And I step off these steps all the time. I'll make sure they still the same height. Okay.
Make sure they ain't move.
Yeah. Did nobody come add an extra step during the night or something, Yeah, I'm looking down. As a kid, I'd run through it. Bah!
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I was playing football. We had this big old field. Everybody played football. Everybody has that field. So I'm playing football with high school kids. And I'm maybe 12, and I've always been a big guy,
Yeah.
Well, that's when I learned that you don't lead a tackle with your head. My top row of teeth went through my bottom lip and poked out the other side. And I had a 15-minute walk home, blood gushing off my face, and my dad like, oh, okay, let's throw some hot water on it, you'll be all right. Yeah. My dad's cure to everything was hot water. Hot water fix. I burned my finger one time, and he ran it under hot water. Oh, that'll make it feel better. Yeah. Hot water cured everything. And the Windex, you put Windex and everything. You put hot water.
Not the Windex.
I stepped on a nail one time. Hot water fixed that. Don't worry about it.
Oh man. I just stepped on a few nails. I stepped on a few nails too. We do the hot water though, but I stepped on a few nails. But back then though, you had a lot of chemicals that you could. I mean, no, you probably shouldn't have done it. But you had a lot of chemicals. Man. I can remember my mother telling me her parents used to give them kerosene.
Okay.
Teaspoon.
Oh.
Teaspoon, kerosene. You try to take a teaspoon of some kerosene now. Does kerosene even still exist today? I mean,
that's a good question. I remember my dad used to bring home diesel fuel and put diesel fuel in our hair if we ever got headlights.
Ooh, I've heard of that.
And I'm surprised I still have hair today.
Yeah, because look, it should have been peeling the skin off under your hair and everything, man.
Yeah, he put diesel fuel in here, put a bag around your head for about an hour or two. He didn't have no lights after that.
I would definitely say you did not have no lights after that. Woo.
To this day, I got 3 brothers. There's 4 of us, and I'm the only one that has hair still. So,
well, I didn't have no diesel on mine. It just. Oh.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Ooh, yeah, man. Now, no, you better not today. Whatever. Look, they finding anything to make stuff today, man. No, you better not today.
Oh yeah, sure.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Simpler times.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, scriptures say, God takes care of babies and fools. So back then, using the word fool, the sense of nowadays, if you use it, it's negative. Fool is 100% negative if you use it today. Back then, it just meant someone who didn't have enough knowledge about a specific, situation or topic. Yeah. They considered you a fool. You just didn't know. You may not have been slow. You just didn't know.
Yeah.
Whereas today, that's something else. But yeah, you didn't know no better back then, so you were covered. Today, no. Hey, they have MSDS sheets on everything.
Everything. Even the prime that I use, everything.
Yeah, so you can't. There's no excuse today.
Yeah.
If you get in it or drink it or whatever,
that's your fault. Yeah.
That's on you. That's on you, man.
I remember when I had my kids. I mean, you get a pack of diapers, and it actually says on the pack of diapers, "Do not flush." And the only reason it says that is because somebody tried to flush a diaper somewhere and sued the company. It's ridiculous, the stuff that people did not know, and now we know.
Yes, yes. Hey, take the people who went to McDonald's
with the coffee.
and yeah, and ordered coffee through the drive-through window. You know.
Yep.
Woo, man. You know, sometimes we just be flying blind. You know.
There's some crazy things out there, man. I remember a
Yeah,
guy growing up. He borrowed his neighbor's lawnmower, cut his big toe off, and sued the guy he borrowed the lawnmower from, and won.
and one. Oh, because the guy didn't tell him, hey, if your
Watch your
foot
foot.
gets too close to the blade on this particular lawnmower,
Yeah.
yeah, it's you don't have to worry about it with any other ones, but mine,
It
if
will
you
cut.
get your foot under there, it's gonna cut your toe. I'm just gonna let you know ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Mine is still here, so I don't know how I know for sure. But man, yeah,
Yeah.
this yeah, that's something special, man.
It's a crazy
Look,
world.
the penal system, man, it's so many lawsuits in the penal system from offenders. The stuff, you know, everybody has rights. I
Yeah.
believe in that. I believe in that. But they will sue for stuff and win that out here in the free world you probably couldn't get away with.
I
I
believe you.
mean,
I believe
I'm
you.
like
The
for
street
real.
is too hot or something. Yeah.
I'm like for real. Y'all got a whole lawsuit about this. You know, I don't like this brand of canned carrots right here myself. That my wife bought, but HEB sell it. So I guess they're like they don't have the choice. We want Bandicamp.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Today, man, today, these lawsuits, dude,
They get ridiculous, man. Well,
they
I
give it
think
up.
didn't they put a cap on that stuff? Like either some things you just. Cause I remember some time that they were like, all right, this is enough. You guys can't keep suing for this dumb stuff.
I think it depends on the judge. I think some stuff you may not. Well, there's a disclaimer though. People have disclaimers, like we
Yeah.
talking about the MSDS. So there's always they cover themselves with disclaimers, which kind of creates a cap on some things. It's like, hey, well, you bought that on the label. It said,
Yeah.
you know, so that's on you. No, no. It's the
That's on
warning was there.
you.
It's on there. They lost a lot of money, 12 years ago for this, so now it's on there. You're not gonna get that today.
Yeah. That's why the
Yeah,
health
man.
says hot.
It was worse. It was worse back. I'm gonna say
80s.
20. Yeah, I was
The
gonna say
80s
20. So
was
yeah,
bad.
30, 40 years ago. Cause it surprises me. I'm married. I've been married 21 years, and I'm like, anything, anything within 21 years is like new almost to me. I'm like the lawsuit craziness. That was
Yeah.
way before that. Like 21 years, that's a long time. So that means it was that much longer, 30, 40 years ago. Especially with me being 48, so it's hard to believe, like, well, okay, so how old was I? How do I remember that? I guess I was a kid. But again, we were more aware also
Yeah.
at a younger age of a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah.
Now it's in their faces, but it's like it doesn't have anything to do with me. So oh well.
Yeah. There's a registry. They don't. Again, we go back to that domino effect. They don't see how it's going to affect them.
Oh man, why is that my business? Or I don't. Oh man, that's
Yeah.
so
That it
that's
is what
so
it is.
crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, just pay a little more attention, and it might, when it's your turn, and you're
That's
like, well,
exactly right.
man, it's like, no, you had a chance to.
That's exactly right. When it's your turn, they oh, why me? Yeah.
Yep,
You ain't paid attention.
yep. I see so much coming. I sit in here. in my house and such will come up and I'll call, hey, y'all, come here. And I'll have a whole teaching moment about something, you know. And at the time, they're just looking. Why? I said, just listen. You know, just listen, because you, trust me, you going to need this. This is going to come up again.
Yeah.
Just listen.
I do that a lot with my son.
I just knocked my iPhone. Still working. Hey, Bob, you better go get some rice, man, right now, man. It's still working, but I'd go put that in some rice. Old school, but I literally, this shelf up there, I have a Ziploc bag up there with rice in it, just sitting up there.
Just waiting.
Just waiting. Chilling at all times.
It works.
Hey, like a good lawyer, you know.
Got him on retention.
Yeah, speaking on the subject. Man. But that's crazy though, dude. But yeah, and I don't understand it, man. It's you're alive, you're in the moment. All of this stuff is going on around you. Social media is so popular, so they should not miss anything. You know, they should always be seeing everything that's going on, but
it's just going by.
yeah, if it doesn't have on some J's or driving this type of car or the purse don't cost $20,000, it doesn't apply to me. That's irrelevant.
Yeah,
it's wasting up on my timeline. I need to, you know, I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna block this so it don't show back up on my timeline. See, now you better pay attention to all of it. You got fake news out there, but I'd rather sift through the fake news than to get no news.
Yeah, that's for sure. At least you know something's going on out there.
Yep. You don't have to bite on it all. Look it up, Google it, but yeah, if it shows up, I'm gonna read, hey, that can't be. Well, let me go over here and let me look.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was fake. Yeah, I thought so. But it's not gonna sneak up on me. Not me.
Yep.
I won't do it. What was that angelfish running up on back there?
I don't know, man. I'm always got to see if I see any free swimmers.
Yeah, it was the one to your left ran up on that. Is that slate leaning up there?
Yeah, that's a glass tile.
Oh, glass tile. Yeah, that one ran up on that tile. I thought it was going after something.
I was going after your shadow. These got to be some of my favorite angelfish right here, man. They got the runners. They're silver with stripes.
Oh, the
runners. The strings are blue. They're like a neon blue. I got babies from them too, man. They're real good parents.
Yeah, man. Aquafark was telling me about like having a tall tank. The ones that my Dumbo is in of that tank was in my garage. I got it, like I made a trade and it got through that tank in. It used to be plumbed in the back. And they put a piece of glass, square glass over the hole and sealed it. And there's a little crack that was running from that, right? It didn't leak, but I re-siliconed it again. I mean, this hole in water is doing good, but it's a tall tank, you know, and I was debating. I'm like, it's like I forgot I had it in there, you know. Been thinking about the angelfish, and I'm like, man, I do have a tall tank.
You're in Texas, right?
Yep.
Is it cold up there?
Yes and no. See, I go to work. I work 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. So when I went to work this morning, mind you, I drive an hour, right at an hour to work. And where I work is 10 degrees cooler than my house all the time. It was 30, 38 degrees or so when I got to work at 1 in the morning. But this evening, it got to like 67, 68. So, you know, Texas, we're going to get everybody's weather. We're going to touch a little bit of everybody's weather, you know, throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah, lately it's
Get
been getting cold here. It's cold outside now. I don't know what's going on. I go to bed in Florida and wake up in New York or something. It's getting cold.
yeah, no, it's here. Let me see. As a matter of fact, let me see. Right now, okay, it's 60, 61 degrees, and it's gonna be 59 for the low tonight. 46, 39, 45. These are the lows. 66, 64, 66, and 70 in the next 4 days for the highs. So you see, it's like close to freezing at night and almost 70 degrees during the day.
Well, yeah, we're pretty much the same. It's 55 now. Well, the highs are 75, 81. So we're going from freezing our butts off to sweating.
Yeah, that's crazy. Went to pick up my son from work at 3:30 with a tank top on and shorts, but I was at work with a full coat on, blowing smoke. You know, I got a coat.
Yeah,
Whew, that's crazy, man. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Well, when it warms up a little bit more, I definitely ship you out some angels, man.
Oh, and look, that'll definitely work, brother. Hey, you just let me know, man. I'll make sure I have me a tall tank open. My cousin brought pizza from Domino's, and when she bit into the pizza, there was a screw in the pizza.
Ooh, ouch.
That's all y'all got is a free pizza.
Free pizza. I would have got a dental bill.
Hey, Melvin, I think y'all need to retroactively go back and they owe y'all something else, man.
Oh,
Yeah, they owe
man.
y'all something else. Ooh, wee. Good friend of mine, his father, bless his soul, passed away about 3 weeks ago. But he had bought some sausage. You know, we had this little store where they pack their own meat, and sell it. There was glass, some kind of glass in the sausage casing,
Wow.
and he he went back to him. He's an older fella, very very old school. Man, I think they may have paid him off, with a couple of hundred. But I'm like, yeah, I got some sausage from you and there's glass in it. If there's any time to have a lawsuit,
Yeah.
you
That's the
know,
time.
yeah, that would be one. Every lawyer in the land would take that. Yeah, that would be the time, man. We're gonna change the name of this store, everything.
We're taking glass out of the ingredients.
Man, they can still work for me, but we finna go ahead and hand the paperwork over because no, man. Dominoes too? Oh yeah, Dominoes. A
Maybe
whole
Ricky O.
a whole screw. Mm, 16 degrees.
16. That's not natural.
Ooh wee.
Ain't that
No man.
against ain't that against the law of something?
No, I oh my goodness. I see right there. I like Florida weather, California weather when thinking about mine,
Oh,
but I'm
California's nuts.
I'm never going up north nowhere.
No.
I like to see the snow on TV, on movies.
Okay, yeah. That's about as close.
A few years ago, it snowed pretty hard here, right? Well, I say a few years ago, it may have been 2009 or something, but we had something that you could call a snowstorm. Texas, man, you get a little ice, but I mean, it was like blowing hard. It was going sideways. You couldn't really see good. And I was under the understanding, from watching so much. Y'all pardon me, but I have some fish in a tank up here. They were juveniles when I put them up there. I'm thinking they look like females. I got a project going, and I'm sitting there noticing it seems like almost all of them are male. Okay, I digress. But I thought snow was like dry on you. You know, people be out
Yeah,
there snow
powder.
skiing.
Yeah,
Man, I got soaking wet.
yeah.
Clumps hit me, just wet. I'm like, why didn't nobody tell me that snow got you wet? And they were saying, well, in the places where it snows, the clothing you wear, the way you layer it and the way it's made, the moisture may not get all the way in, except for maybe from you sweating under the clothes. But we don't have nothing ready for snow here.
Mm-mm.
Oh man,
I
I was
remember the
miserable.
first time I seen snow. I went to Nebraska to do a job. That's back when I used to just do odd jobs here and there. I went to Nebraska. I left Palm Beach, Florida, in a pair of shorts and a tank top. I got there and there was snow everywhere. We stopped in Chicago and it was just white. Yeah, flip flops ain't very good for the snow at all.
Oh man.
Man, I stayed 6 weeks up there in Nebraska, man. Yeah, I got me some.
So so
I got me
what
some.
did you do that first day though?
Oh, I stayed inside the bus station. I didn't move to my bus left.
Oh man.
Yeah, everybody looking at me weird. I'm like, man, I'm from Florida. I don't know what this stuff is.
He said I didn't get a pre-warning. Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude.
Oh, yeah. I didn't leave the bus station. The Greyhound bus is the most uncomfortable 3 days of my life, man.
No, man. Look, that sounds like a situation I was in that snow is not part of the situation now, but the way you were dressed. Okay, I had enlisted in the Marine Corps, and my recruiter did like this surprise pop up. Hey, it's time for you to go. I had on I had on some high top shoes with no socks, some
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 Converse.
some blue swimming trunks. You know, like the shorts, but they were swimming
Yeah.
trunks, and this red T-shirt. Went all the way to San Diego, MCRD. I was in boot camp 30 days, and I got sick. I had injury prior to enlistment, so they gave me honorable medical discharge, sent me back home. But I'm in the airport with these high top shoes with no socks, these swimming trunks, and this red T-shirt with just this bag over my shoulder. Man, I know the people were like, "Why is this homeless dude?" Why is this homeless dude hanging out in this airport? He can't have a ticket. Oh man. And I guess, it surprised me so bad. You would have think he would have had more respect to be like, hey, stop. Go ahead and change clothes. He just took me.
Wow.
Man, 30 days. Mind you, I was 230 when he picked me up. I was 195.
Wow.
So those swimming trunks and that T-shirt were kind of big on me coming home.
Oh
So
man.
I know I literally looked like a homeless guy in that airport, dude. I
Wow.
hey.
I tried to sign up for the service.
Ooh. Yeah, I went for a minute, man. It was like, nah, we're gonna send you on back to the house.
I tried, man, but that's what I don't understand. You say you were 230 when you went in, 195 when you came out. I was maybe almost to 300, I think, at that time. And they were like, nah, you too big.
They didn't give you see what I had to do. You had these physical things, feats or whatever, exercise, all this different stuff you had to do, run run a mile under
On a certain time, yeah. The PT or whatever.
pull-ups. Yeah, pull-ups, sit-ups.
Sit-ups.
I had to do all this stuff, and I got a waiver.
I didn't
So
get
they
any
was
of that.
like, yeah, they was like, hey, sign this. Because you can do all of this, we know we're not gonna kill you,
Yeah.
basically, at that size, because you can do all of this. But because I was that size, that 30 days, that weight just said, like 2 days, I was, oh. I
The only
show
thing
back up at home. Who are you?
it's me. They told me I had to lose, I think it was like 60 pounds within a month or something like that. And I was like, are you kidding me? The only advice I got from the recruiter was eat apples. That's all he told me. Eat apples.
Along with everything else. Let me
Long
see.
story short, I did make it.
Let me see. I lost. Well, you know what though? 30. I think I lost 30 pounds before I went. I think I lost 30 pounds before I went. And I may have lost it in a month. You remember when Slim Fast first came out?
Yeah, I remember that.
I
Okay,
had Slim Fast. I had Slim Fast shakes. I did the one meal, and I would run to this creek, little creek that I had fished in as a little fellow, on my bicycle. Was a mile from my house. And I would run to that creek. I started out walking fast to the creek till I got to where I could, I could jog it. So it still was never a full-on run, but I got to where I could jog it.
Yeah.
And I think I lost like 30 pounds. So I guess they were like, well, hell, hey, you do all of it. So
Yeah.
you come on in here. But I ended up with an ulcer. And I'm trying to think, I had the ulcer beforehand, but we thought it was healed. So when it came back, it was like they would have to drop me from training in order to heal it, then put me back in training. Boot camp was already 3 months. So you would be looking at me being in boot camp 5-6 months.
Wow.
So they was like, man, we're going to deem this an injury prior to enlistment, and we're going to send you back to the house. That's how we look, two Caucasian Pittsburgh college kids with a sweatshirt, short socks, no socks. Yeah, Melvin. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, man.
High heels.
For real. Wow. Hey, Melvin, I done seen some cats, man. It's cold. And they out there t-shirts telling me, man, I'm from wherever, the panhandle here snows, and here in Texas. The panhandle, they get blizzards and all of that. So, man, I'm from the panhandle. I'm used to it being such and such a degree. So I'm like, okay, you're used to it, but it's still 30 degrees.
Yeah.
You feel it. You just know you won't die, and I might be questioning my
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. You know you gonna live, but you're still cold, man. I'm not trying to hear that, man. And I used to use the example of people. I say, okay, back in the day, you lay me on a bench and put 400 pounds on the bar. Hand it to me. I said, guess what? That 400 pounds still feels like 400 pounds to me.
Yeah. I can lift it.
Whether I can move it or not. That's still, my ears might pop, whatever. I said, that's the 400 pounds. It's still 400 pounds. I'm not going to try to bounce it or do it with one hand because, I can lift that. That's no problem. No. That's still 400 pounds, just like that cold. You still cold. You just used to it.
Yeah, exactly right.
No.
Bob.
Hey, right, Bob? Yeah, you should have slip past and give you the answer. Hey, if I had known back then to make the connection, man, yeah, I probably would have. Oh.
That's a good one.
But, hey, did you see this one up here? Well, he said every time I class about meat, I sue. Bob, you on one tonight, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Hey, buddy, we 2 hours in, man. We gonna need to get off of here, man.
Yeah, I gotta work in the morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here.
What?
Yeah.
Man, you let me hold you out like that?
Hey, I love it, man. And, you know, that's why I have so many things.
Yes. And, hey, everybody that's in the chat right now, I told this man in the green room that when I started watching his videos, you know, and then listening to him, it was like I was looking at myself. Well, as you see in this whole stream, we've been in this stream like we've been knowing each other since we was little, you know, little people, man. You know, we've done some of the same things. We're doing some of the same things now, man. It's crazy though, but when people say it's a small world, it really is. In the sense of you can go places far away from where you're from and see, you know, people that you know. Likewise, we were created in somewhat of the same manner. You know, you got your genetics, you got all these different things. There were things that God chose to give us that are so similar. You know what I'm saying? And that's, to us, it's crazy. We don't have no understanding of that. But, man, I mean, I swear, it was like, man, it's something about him. It's crazy, man. I don't understand it. It's my brother from another mother for real, man. Hey,
yeah.
Thank you for coming on here, man. We're going to have to stay in touch in this here messenger thing, and we're going to exchange numbers, man. When we get in the green room, we're going to have to stay in touch, man. Like lifelong friends. Yes, ma'am, Mary. It was crazy. Look, I've had a lot of good streams. I've had a lot of streams that I really enjoyed, but this stream here was like a personal, you know. Yeah, it didn't even seem like, you know, we was. Yeah. We got out. Look, the fish questions kind of went out the
out the window.
Yeah, they kind of went out the window, you know. But that was very cool. That was very cool. Thank y'all for coming through, being a part of this here Fish Fam. I'll continue to say this is a wonderful thing that we have here. Y'all cherish it. Y'all nurture this thing. Stay connected with each other. Hey, love. You might not hear it often, especially from somebody you don't know personally, but I love you. Yeah, you're a human being. God gave you breath. I'm sorry. That's my real sentiments. I love you. I don't care who you are. I have people who, at the prison where I work, upset me. Oh my God, man. For real, dude, you're like this every day. You know, is there ever a happy moment in your life? But still, I can look through issues of the past that caused them to be who they are at that moment. I stay patient. I stay the same person. And those people I usually get through to. I could say, from what I can tell, I have 100% bad average. With anybody, you stay patient. You stay the same person. You show them what kindness is. Hey, and you can crack that shell at all times.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Y'all be good. God bless. And we're out.